Hi, how's it going? I'm totally burned out. So you might be thinking what the title is all about exactly. You click the videos and thinking, what the heck is going on? Well, it's more likely not to talk about. So I pretty much not been going on back then, but um, everything started changes. That's all it is. Everything started changes quite instantly. It happens around maybe it's around last month, almost like the end of the month of August. We we sort of been trying to get things. I don't know how to say this. We try to work very hard with all this in real life while I was doing my jobs and everything, but it things gonna work out as expected. I mean, to be honest, it just took me a lot of time to trying to work everything out of it. It just literally just work really hard on our butts and everything. So yeah, and you might be thinking why I was so very lacking myself, or why I'm very poor for while making YouTube videos myself. Well, the thing is, I've been busy a lot on jobs and everything. And not only that, the schedule has started changing it up a bit, which is not what I expected. And it literally just, well, I know the fact is that we have a new project managers we have, and he's trying to balance it out the schedules for all of us, but it wouldn't happen like this all the times. It just literally just make it feel like we're getting slower, or more likely we're very low as well, because we had not much work that we have so far. It just happens when it starts just fade down a little bit. We feel like we're losing it. But sometimes we had to finally get a new one. But next thing you know, it's just no, not interest. But yeah, that's been going on for me. It's just I wouldn't even make much videos I might have so far, even I have to. But it's just really hard to do it. And not only that, maybe around last week, I had got called in for work because they put me off on Monday. Which apparently enough it is. I'm not sure why they could put me off on Monday, which is supposed to be a important day that I was supposed to be working, which is supposed to be where everyone comes in, get the job done. And that's how it is. The next thing you know, they just screwed it over. So, yeah. It happens many times. It took a lot of efforts because I'm not sure how many cases we have so far. Either we're kind of really low because we don't have enough workers involved, or more likely we have too many cases we have in the store. So I having a problem dealing with this kind of situation where I was been very lagging myself that I couldn't even make much videos myself. But on the other hand, I did make something a little bit, maybe. So yeah, that's why I've been doing this so very hard and trying to work very hard, just because I'm trying to get earn more monies. Because it's very important if it is, so I need to save it up before about to be hand out. Like I told you the other videos about I think is the future of my pet. I think that's one of the videos I call it. You go check them out if you want to see it. I did told you back then that I will plan to go to college for around January around 2023, which it depends on whether I get in or not. But it'll take some time for a bit, a little bit of progress, and I need to try and get something stuff get all sorted out. Like I need to do some lot of paperwork, or to try and give you some kind of requirements I need to do, and yeah, that kind of stuff I've been working, trying to, but I was been unfocusing myself because of a very lack of sleeping. I literally just destroy my sleep myself. So I don't know much to get good my sleep myself. And so it happens and today that I got had to be there in the morning because they asked me a favor for last night because we don't have enough work as I said before. So yeah, that wasn't great for us. It wasn't really great at all. Even had to deal with so many things I know I know everything that I know. I mean, sometimes most of them were like they're having a hard time to remember it. And if it happens to me that I will not be there, that I'll be going to college and I will be moving out to get my own room or get my own apartment, I won't be there to help them. I won't work there anymore. I'm be just not gonna help them. So it'll be impossible. So yeah, I've been having to work very hard for almost about like 5 years, and everything keep just changes over and over and over and everything. But it just, I just feel like how very depressing that I am. Even then, that I was not happy for them because of, well, they were so like hard to trying to learn stuff things. Even I know everything, and it's not really easy for me to try to help them up or everything because I wasn't good enough at trying to help them. And it just literally just give me a pain and all this, and it literally tired me off a bit. And you notice why I was like sounds really how really deep that I've been dealing with this situation. So yeah, but there's a lot. I'm not sure how long it will last, and that's been going on for sure. Is I'm not sure it will stay as it always has been, or if the schedule keeps going randomly as it usually back then, and it makes you feel like it could be a lot of work I've been dealing with this kind of situation. And I have in touch to try and make more projects as well in the near future of my channel. And I never get a chance to do something for a bit, and it just, it just literally just unconcentrated to say the least, or I'm very unmotivated to try to make something. That's I'm having struggling to deal with this kind of situation. But and on the other hand, I was just like I feel nothing. I just literally feel nothing. Like what's the point about it in the first place if people don't even bother to watch it? And I was work really hard trying to make everyone happy. I mean, it's not about the views, and not about the subscribers, or trying to get channel to get monetized or anything. I do this for fun. I do this for creativities. I do this for like creating my own stories or whatever that counts that matters most. That's just the way it is. Even if you have to work really hard at trying to work on sweats or pain and cuts and everything. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do if something happens. If my channel is the way how it goes like this, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. But I'm just not sure how to work things out. But on the other hand, there's another thing that's been going on here. So, about a few days ago, I was having a problem with my computers. You remember the time that I having a problem issue with like recordings about like why my algorithms are trying to disconnect it randomly as such. So yeah, I told them about that like my parents when like how was my day doing and like when you needed like a new one or something, which just it'll be impossible. It was like, well, there's one person who can build you a new PC for you. It was like, is that any possible? Are you sure about that? And it's like, yeah, I'm sure. And of course, my sister wouldn't remind as well. So, yeah, they did talk it out a bit and decided to help me with trying to get my own new gaming PCs. Or more likely, like my sister's boyfriend could build the PC. I know that's strange how it is, but that's how it happens. So I think it's around like maybe on Sunday, I think, which is maybe like a few days ago. We had to go through everything and trying to discuss like what kind of parts do you need the most, which I never done this myself, to be honest. I never actually built my own PC myself. But the problem about that is it's risky. That I don't want to like get involved with probably with like my hard drive. It's like all full of memories I have in my possession and everything. Like I got tons of games in there. I got like a video footage in there, that kind of stuff. Like I don't want to risk his stuff and everything, but I want to trust him, and I'm not sure how this is gonna work exactly. So we all worked it out, and then find the parts with it, and then order it. And technically expensive. It's like really expensive if you depending on trying to add them all up together. Like how expensive for these parts exactly. So yeah, and we had to wait for a few days for a bit, and then it finally came, and now it had just come to a house and trying to build up for something, and things turned out worse. So I'm not gonna tell you what the details what's going on here, but exactly, but at least it's still a work in progress. That's all this I'm thinking about. So in other words, that um I might be having going offline for a bit. By time at the point that I won't able to make videos for this time until everything's all completed, and hopefully it works for something. So I am not sure. I'm not sure if this still because the same thing as it always has been, but I'll just let you know the full details for a bit for in the future. So yeah, everything's not changes. But for me, I just like literally just like burn myself down. I just like I feel like the sun beating towards me, and literally just get caught myself on fire. I know it's strange, but that's just what it is. So yeah, but at least we just that's just how it normally was, how life works exactly. Sometimes you have work, but sometimes the problems of your jobs that you have a small workers you have involved with, and most likely some of them were unlearned or such, or not sure, have no idea where to do it exactly, and we completely like lack of cooperations. Like we didn't work things out together exactly. I usually just like know stuff exactly. I just put it where it belongs, and sometimes when I usually do this stuff stalking around here, I just do it exactly how it is. Like every routine I did, it always has been. So yeah, but everything's was always been changed just a lot. Sometimes it just everyone's just gone for a minute, and sometimes we have like a new one. But as I said before, when we have a new workers involved with, the next thing you know, we're just like, nope, I don't want to work here anymore. I mean, that's like, why? Like, why would they point about it when you start working the first day? The next thing you know, we're just like, no, I don't want to work here. Just, I'm not sure, like, whether they have an extra job for that, or they want to get an extra job to try and make more money or something, or I have no idea. I have no freaking clue about this, what they're going on here. But they work really hard for that, and we were as well. Well, I mostly done lots of it a bit, so yeah, I have a problem dealing with it myself, and hopefully it'll cool down for me for a bit, and it doesn't mean I'm not taking a hiatus or anything. I'm just reminding you of how much I've been worked really hard and how much I wasn't very well exactly. Like you can tell like how I acting like this. It just I still feel tired because I woke up very early in the morning about like 6, and I didn't get that much sleep because I had to got home. I think it's around like 2 o'clock in the no, so it feels like a 1:30 in the morning or something. Yeah, I was being like very liking myself, so that's just how my system was exactly. But I really hope you understand it, everything, and I know everybody else has their own problems, and sometimes it wasn't easy how life works exactly. Like if you have your real jobs back then, if you have like something like if you work at a store or you work at a fast food restaurants, that will be not easy for anyone else. even have like where they have no workers, they have there someone like someone ask you a favor to say, hey, I want you to take this place and work there, or more likely, I want you to work for a whole week, which is that's gonna be weird enough it is, but I'll be on them. So it happens to me a lot, but it won't matter to me at all. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I want to talk to you about, and I want to say apologies for how I wasn't very in mood lately. That how very tired that I am that I couldn't even do something. So maybe. And anyways, by the time I finish this video, I'm gonna share when that happens, or it's that because I have missing some of the parts for them to finish up on my PCs and everything before they're gonna put my two hard drives, I think, to put in the new one. And no telling how this is gonna work out in the end. So I'm just gonna show you how the results goes, and who knows, maybe something interesting stuff going on here. But yeah. So anyways, I hope you like this video, and I'm not sure. It just how well it takes exactly. It just like anyone who couldn't understand how much of this has been doing. It tired me a lot. I just couldn't relax myself and anything. I mean, I wouldn't able to go on vacation, or I didn't even get a chance to relax for a bit. It just it didn't go as I expected. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video of how sad it is exactly. I'm not sure what's going on. So, if you like this, don't forget to hit the like buttons. You go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more for this channel if anything happens. So, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later!